Today we're taking our built-up Ram 5500 and then this Hagglunds all-terrain vehicle up to our Adrenalin ranch to do some snow testing and some snow wheeling. So we are gonna kind of put this thing to the test. The Ram's on 41s, built up with our utility bed, and should be wildly off-road capable. We already know the Hagglunds are very, very off-road capable. So we're gonna do some testing today up at our ranch and see how they perform.
So here at Adrenalin Ranch, we've got a lodge on the property, and there's a really steep icy hill getting up to it. And we haven't really tested these trucks with these huge mud terrain tires. They're not siped at all, but let's see how it does on this icy hill. We could barely walk up and down that hill. I'm shocked that it could stop that good with these tires. These tires are not usually known for working well in ice. I'm really surprised they stopped that good.
It's freezing outside, so we have the truck pulled into here and we're gonna air down the tires. So we're gonna show you our CTIS system. So it's a semi-tire inflation system. So it's not a true CTIS, but it's our system that we've developed for airing down. And so we're gonna air down these tires and hopefully they do a little bit better after that.
So this is our semi-central tire inflation system. Fairly simple. We use twin Viair compressors. We use the Viair compressors because they've got a great duty cycle. You can run these compressors at 100% up to 200 PSI. So look down here, you'll see an air gauge. The top reading is our tank pressure, our system pressure. The bottom reading is gonna be our desired pressure. So if we wanna inflate the tires, we set it to that pressure, we inflate. If we want to deflate, which is what we're going to do now, we'll actually turn this down. We're going to go down to like 35 PSI and see what they look like there. So we set that until we get a reading of 35 PSI, and then we'll pull out our short hose leads. Hooked to each tire. We'll take this and connect. We've got an air connection on each corner. We'll connect that and hook this right up the tire, and it's going to start deflating. You can hear it deflating now. We're going to do all four, see what they look like. If we've got enough sidewall squat, we'll probably leave it there. I'm guessing we'll end up taking a little bit more out of the rear just to get a little more squat on the rear. So we'll do that and see what it looks like. So just for fun, we're going to time it and see. I've already started a couple tires. We'll time it and see how long it takes. Our fronts were at 45, our rears were at 65, but I'm curious to see how long it takes to go from 65 and 45 down to 30, so that timer's running. Another cool thing we're doing on our central tire inflation is we've got an air reel, hose reel here, made by Apex. It's a pretty cool reel. I think there's 35 feet hose on it, but we figure some guys might need to run an air tool or maybe run a longer extension than somebody else. So this is on the same system, but it works on the same regulator. So if you have an air tool that needs to run at 100 PSI, you can crank that up to 100 PSI, roll this hose out 30, 35 feet, do whatever you need to, and then suck it back in. So the way this works is there's a dial on the side that tensions the reel so it doesn't come loose on you. Crack that loose, pull out as much as you want, and it's way sweet. And then when you're done, trying to keep it from getting dirty. There's a hand roller, just roll this back up. Okay, so we're about there. The hissing slowed down. It'll stop here in a second, but we're about 7 minutes to deflate from 65 in the rear and 45 in the front down to 35. And it looks like, if you look at our sidewalls, our fronts are a little squatty. I think we're gonna go another 10, 15 pounds in the front and probably another 10 pounds in the rear. So we'll do that again and show you what it looks like after. So we ended up at 20 in the front, 15 in the rear. We're gonna try that, see how it looks. We got pretty good sidewall squat on both. We don't know, this is the first time we've really ran a set of these tires in the snow, so we're gonna go see how it works. It did take a little bit longer than 7 minutes, obviously, to get to those pressures. That last little bit with low tire pressure, the pressure differential is just too close, and it just takes a little more time, but it works awesome. We're happy with it, and let's go get it stuck.
This is the world's most capable vehicle, so that's why it's here. And the Ram, we're just unknown. It's, you know, it's pretty lightweight with no load in it, big tires, we're airing them down. I have no idea what to expect. Like, they don't have crazy horsepower, they got a lot of torque. And so we're gonna see, there's a foot to 2 feet of snow, there's some crust in it that's really difficult for vehicles to plow through. It's unknown. We're about to find out.
Thank you.
Kind of forgot about you there for a second.
That was so fun. This is crazy. Like, I couldn't give it too much gas. I was worried it would spin the world backwards.
Got him! Got him!
So I had to kind of, like, you know, go a little easy, but this thing is the monster. I can't believe it. And the suspension's so good. Like, we're just barreling through like different hills and there's kind of rock piles occasionally. The suspension's eating this up.
Doing good. This snow's still pretty crusty and crunchy, but it's once you get through it, it digs pretty good. I think the tires dropping the pressure definitely helped.
And everything's just so overbuilt. I mean, it's a, you know, it's a 5500. Everything's bigger anyway. The brakes are bigger, axles are bigger, all your steering, your tie rods, everything's bigger. And then the liquid springs just is a beefier version of all that again. So it feels pretty unbreakable. Like as we're barreling through there, I mean, yeah, you would float a little bit and stuff, but that suspension ate it up, especially for a suspension that can tow somewhere around 35,000 pounds. That's what the suspension's set up to do. So when you're empty, normally it would just kill you. It would just beat you to death. So to be able to hammer through that, where if that was stock and even had the capability to do that.
Not just tow, but the payload, you know, 10,000 pound payload on that truck.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yeah.
To be able to go through snow like that and just be smooth as butter, that's...
Yeah, stock, that truck, I'd have lost all my fillings in my teeth. It would have rattled them right out. Casey, this is horrible. Like, we need to get some desk jobs or something. Like, isn't this just terrible what we have to do for a living? Like, I have to go out and just beat on a truck and this like R&D to make sure we know what we're doing. It's just terrible to go do this, right?
This sucks. We need find a better job.
Yeah. Can we do like, maybe we should go back. Should we go to school again and do like accounting degrees? I mean, we'd be great accountants. Sit in a desk, shut the door, don't talk to anybody. We kind of missed the wrong career. We're stuck doing this dumb stuff. Yeah, people should feel sorry for us.
Says the guys that are 2 months behind on turning in receipts.
Yeah.
Yeah, paperwork's a problem.
Accountants are mad at us.
This thing has almost gotten stuck like 10 times today, yet it just keeps on digging. It just hasn't given up yet. So that was another one of those that just dug through the snow, pushing snow through the front bumper, and then he was able to turn downhill a little bit.
So I bet you thought I was stuck.
That's what I was just saying.
I thought I was stuck a couple times, but you know, I have developed a special set of skills over 50 years. This thing just needs to chew. Like I just got it, just chew and chew and chew, and I'm back and forth the steering wheel, get traction, open it up, and anyway, it just pulled itself out.
I'm not sure he's getting out of that one. But that is dang near the closest you can possibly get to not being stuck. We're literally on the road right now, and his front end just wouldn't quite come out of that snowbank.
Said I wasn't gonna get stuck today.
It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but we are on a pretty steep hill right here, and so we were trying to pull him up the hill, so we didn't want to pull him down farther into this gully. Now he's back far enough. We're gonna have Casey bring the Hagglunds forward, and the truck should just kind of walk out onto the road, theoretically. Nice work. Stuck one time is crazy.
Yeah.
After all that.
That's pretty lucky, especially where we got stuck compared to like all the deep powder and where I thought I was stuck 3 or 4 times a day.
We had a ton of fun driving this 5500 and the Hagglunds around today. So thank you guys for watching. If you aren't already, subscribe to the channel and we'll catch you next time.